What is going on, my Facebook friends? This is Dr. Mike Chua, physical therapist, and yes, I am your alternative. I'm your physical therapist here at Jackson Meadows. Today, we're going to be talking about why is my back hurting. What is going on? We are back in the GeriHab Show, and this is again. If you're watching live, comment live. Watching on the replay, comment replay. I'm actually here, and we're building our GeriHab physical therapy. That's my wife over there. She's actually eating, eating already without me. So say hello, mommy. She said, "Ano ba?" So it's like, well, anyway, again, this is Dr. Mike Chua, physical therapist, and yes, we are here at we're here at our clinic. We're still building it. Our grand opening will be this coming Friday. If you want to have a free copy of my book called How to Prevent Falls in Your Senior Years, check it out. Come over here. We'll give out free copies here. And also, we're going to give out some free GeriHab shirts. Shout out to GeriHab shirts. Well, anyway, come and join this Friday. We're going to give out some free books. But today, we're going to be talking about why is my back hurting? Today, we're going to be talking about that. So let's talk about, I grab a piece of paper, right? Let's talk about that. You got 5 lumbar bones. Okay, lumbar means L, right? You got different part of your spine. Your cervical, C, your thoracic, your T, right? And your L is your lumbar, and then S is your sacrum. Okay, today we're going to be talking about your lumbar bone, your low back. Why is my back hurting? Okay, so you got 5 bones. Okay, again, if you're watching live, comment live. Watching on the replay, comment replay. Okay, so you got 5 bones, okay? I hope you can see my thing. Okay, 5 bones. We're gonna draw 5, okay? You're gonna see how awesome I draw, right? 5 bones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? That's your L1, L2, L3, L4, and L5, okay? And your bone, those bones, those L4, L1, L2, L3, L4, L5 sits on your pelvis, okay? Sits on your pelvis. There you go. Thank you very much for those people who are watching live. So those 5 bones sits on your pelvis, okay? See, awesome drawing, right? Let me get a bigger pen, okay? Again, if you're watching live, comment live. Watching the replay, comment replay. So that one there, okay? And then you got your hip bone, right? Your hip bone, your knee, okay? And your foot, your knee and your foot, okay? Can you see it? All right, this is your pelvis, all right? Your L1, L2, L3, L4, and L5. Now, can you see it? So L1, L2, L3, L4, and L5 means your 5 lumbar bones. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, type in you can hear me. So in between those L1 and L2, your first lumbar bone, your second lumbar bone, there's like a shock absorber. What do you call that? What do you call that shock absorber there? If you know what that shock absorber is, type in. What's going on, June? Thank you for watching live. Check out June. It's amazing. There's a shock absorber there. What do you call that? It's called what do you call it? Your IV disc. What is IV? Okay, what is IV? So it's not intravenous, okay? It's called the intervertebral disc, okay? IV disc, intervertebral disc. It's like a cushion there. It helps with the cushioning of your back. Okay, so in between your L1 and that disc, okay? All right, well, anyway, let's go talk about what does their spine protect. What does your lumbar bone or your lumbar spine protects? Your spinal cord, okay? All the way up is your brain, okay? That's your brain, okay? Some of us, we have a hard time analyzing if we have a brain, right? So we'll talk about that in a different day. But we're talking about your back, okay? Your lumbar back, your back pain. So in between your L1 and L2, there's a disc. In between the L1 and the disc, there's something that comes out. What is that? That's something that comes out. What is that? If you know what that is, type in what what you think that is. Okay, L1, L2, there's a thing that comes out. It's your nerves. Okay, it's your nerves. We're going to be talking about the different responsibilities of your nerves, okay, in a very, very simple way. So the L1, L2 nerve goes to your hip, okay, goes to your hip bone. L2, L3 goes to your upper leg or upper thigh. L3, L4 goes to your knee, okay? L4 and L5 goes to your lower leg, and so on and so forth. Those are your nerves, okay? Those are your nerves. So let's talk about the different responsibilities of your nerves. The first responsibility is movement, okay? So if you want to move the muscle here on your hips, it sends a transmission to that nerve. Nerve sends a transmission to the spinal cord, and then the brain says, okay, let's go ahead and move. And it moves, and it says, okay, go ahead, you can move, Michael, you can move, muscle. Sends a transmission to the nerve, to the spinal cord, to the nerve, and then the muscle says, okay, let's move. That's the first responsibility, okay? Movement, okay? I hope you can read that, movement. What's the second responsibility of the nerve? It's reflexes, okay? Type in reflexes if you think that's the second responsibility. Why? Because when you hit what you call your reflex, so remember, you see those doctors, they hit you with the hammer on your knee. It's called your reflex hammer, okay? It sends a transmission to the tendon, sends a transmission to L3, L4 nerve, sends it to the spinal cord, and the brain says, hey, okay, let's go move. It's a reflex. Boom, very fast. It's called the reflex arc. And sends it back very quickly. It's called your reflex arc. That's the second responsibility of your nerves. Number 2 is reflexes, okay? Reflexes. You need that. Why? Because when you're about to fall, you need to catch yourself. It's called reflex. It's the quick muscle movement, okay? What's the number 3 responsibility of the nerve? What's the number 3? Any wild guess there? People who are watching live. You know what? Pain. Pain. Number 3, sensation. Okay, sensation. Sensation. I know it's not writing well, but it's called sensation. If you have a pain here on your hips, pain here on your knee, pain here on your ankle, it sends a sensation to the nerves and then to the spinal cord, and the brain says, hey, I have pain. There you go. Thank you very much, Dr. June. Appreciate you. I have pain. And then the brain says, okay, you're hurting. Let's remove that pain. Let's go ahead and go to that, what you call the fight or flight. Let's go ahead and make some spasm on that muscle. Remember, it's all connected. Okay, it's all connected. So you got that sensation there. Let me turn that off. Somebody's trying to call me. Okay, so there's that sensation of pain. Okay, so that's the number 3 responsibility of that nerve is pain. You know what the other responsibility, number 4, is what you call the hot and cold. Some people, they have hypersensitivity to hot. Some people, they have hypersensitivity to cold. Okay, because that's a sensation there. Again, another responsibility. All right, again, let's go ahead and do a recap. Number 1 is movement. Okay, number 2 is reflexes. Number 3 is sensation. Number 4 is hot and cold. Now, why am I telling you this? Why does it relate to their back pain? Because if you collect all these nerves, you collect all those nerves, you know, L4, or L3, L2, L3, L4, L5, you collect all those nerves, you know, just like a wire, you collect it in one bundle, just like a wire here. You see that wire here in our TV? Inside that wire there is not just a one big copper wire. It's all small little wires, right? And it's all collected in one bundle. Okay, it's all collected in one bundle, just like this nerves here. It's all collected. Do you call that? What do you call that when you collect all those nerves? You know, any wild guess, ladies and gentlemen? It's called the sciatic nerve. That's why you have like, oh, my back is still hurting. I have sciatica. Then it's aggravated. It affects now your movement. Okay, because you don't want to move. You don't, oh no, my back hurts. I don't want to move. All right. And number 2, I have problems with my reflexes. That's why your doctor, if there's a good therapist or good doctor, they got to check your reflexes. They have to hit with the hammer, right? Oh, you don't have any reflexes. And number 3, the sensation is affected. I was just talking to a lady earlier, and she said, a nurse, actually, it was a nurse who asked me, "Hey, Dr. Mike, I'm having some burning sensation on that knee." And then they said, "Hey, thank you very much, Captain D, for watching." And then they said, "I have this burning sensation in my knee, Dr. Mike. Well, is it, I am assuming it's your L4 and L5. And she said, "Yeah, you're right. I had an MRI and there's a bulging disc on that L4, L5, she said." So again, it all goes back to that what you call the dermatome, or the nerve pattern, or whatever you call that. Okay, so that's what's happening. Now, how do you treat it? How do you treat your back pain? First, you go back to all four of them. Four issues. You got to move it. Okay, remember, if you don't move it, you lose it. So you got to move it. What's that part in that area is being blocked? Is it blocked here on the spine? Is it blocked here on the hip muscle? Is it blocked here on the SI, or on this pelvic area? Is it blocked here on the knee? You got to move it. Okay. Number two is the reflexes. You got to develop those reflex movement again. You got to make sure those muscles are moving. Boom, 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 boom. Not just the bone. You got to move those muscles too, right? Number three, the sensation. How do you treat that, Dr. Mike? Well, you got to do some nerve glides. You got to do some manual therapy on those muscles. You got to do some ultrasound technique. You got to do some sort of any kind of modalities there to help with the sensation, right? And last but the least is the hot and cold. Some good therapists, they check your hot and cold. Sometimes they put hot packs for chronic pain. Okay. Sometimes they do cold packs for, acute pain, right? And they want to mess around with that different types of sensation. In that way, you achieve recovery. You achieve healing. You achieve, the next level of getting better. And again, you need to do all four of it. It's just like a chair. Okay, you have a chair. A chair is easy to stand up if it has four legs. And then same thing with the recovery of your back, same thing with whatever recovery of your shoulder pain, back pain. You need to have four of it. First, obviously, the movement. There needs to be movement. Okay. Number two, there needs to be some sort of a movement of the muscle, movement of the bone. Okay. You got to move it, of course, in the right way. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want to break that bone. You don't want to dislocate that joint. Okay. What's number three? You need to have the nerve flow. Okay. Nerve flow. Okay. The nerves needs to flow. Why? If that nerve is blocked, just like this wire here, if it's blocked and it's not sending transmission to the television, there's still going to be no power. And then number four is blood flow. There needs to be blood flow, because the blood carries oxygen. Okay, same thing here. If there's no blood flow, okay, it says my battery's about to die. Okay, if there's no blood flow, okay, there's no healing. The blood carries oxygen. The blood carries oxygen. Without the oxygen, the nutrients, it's not going to heal. Okay, it's not going to heal. Okay, all right. So that is there you go. Captain D is very correct. Movement of the muscle joints, the nerve flow, the blood flow. There you go. Thank you very much, Captain D. Again, just to recap, like what the Captain D said, then there needs to be movement on the bone, movement on the joints, movement on the muscle. There needs to be nerve flow. The nerve conduction needs to be alive. That's why some therapists, they put some electrical stimulation, right? Electrical stimulation, microcurrent, or alternating current, or direct current to awaken those nerves. And then, of course, the blood flow, movement, pumping those muscles. All right. Again, thank you very much. Again, we're going to do our, what do you call this? Our grand opening this coming Friday. Thank you again, Minette. Hey, Minette. Appreciate you, batchmate. Don't forget our show every Saturday, Minette. Come join our show, the alumni show for our school. Well, anyway, this coming Friday again. What date is that again, Mommy? August the 13th. It's Friday, 11 to 2. Talking to my wife there. Call her Mommy. August 11 to 2. Come and join us. We're gonna just do a grand opening. We're going to bless our clinic. We're going to release blessing in the clinic in the area of Jackson, so we can heal people, not just physically, but also emotionally, spiritually, because true healing comes from within. True healings come from within. All right. I appreciate you. Be awesome, be great, be excellent. But before I let you go, always remember the word FAST. FAST, letter F. Find the therapist, Find a physician that will bring out the best in you, because you need a therapist that will listen to you and bring out the best in you. Not just come in and, okay, what just prescribe your medication. That's it. No, find somebody that will listen to you and bring out the best in you. Okay. Next letter is letter A. You gotta learn how to take action. All this stuff that we're doing, it's not going to do me good. If it's not going to do even other people good if you don't take action. Take action by coming over here. Reach out to us. Let's talk about what your issue is. Limitation in range of motion, pain on the back, pain on the shoulder. Let's take action. Take action by going to our website. Let me show up our telephone number here. Call or text for a free discovery call. Check out our website again. There you go. I'm putting up our number there, 731-215-0919. We may not answer the phone call immediately, but my assistant, we will call you back once we're done seeing some patients. But we have somebody going to answer the phone and take action. Next letter is share and subscribe. This may not be applicable to you, but it could be applicable to someone else. Okay. I mean, of course, not all people who are listening or liking our page is geriatric. The reason why it's called GeriHab, it's called geriatric. We may not be seeing, you might not be a geriatric yet, but it could be applicable to someone else. All right. Hey, what's going on? Thank you very much, Captain D. Appreciate you. Hola, thank you very much. And then Minette, thank you for watching. Appreciate you. And Captain D said movement of the muscle, movement of joint, nerve flow, and blood flow. Thank you very much. And then June said, love this. Thank you very much, June. Check out June size too in Arizona. I know he's in Arizona. All right, again, last letters, letter T is teach it. Why? Because when you hear it, you forget. When you see it, you remember. But when you're actually teaching it, you're actually understanding it more. Okay, teach it. Share it to people. Hey, I've learned this thing from this video from Dr. Mike. I learned this blah 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 blah. Teach it to other people, because the more you teach it, the more you actually understand it. Okay. Again, appreciate you, my Facebook friends. Be awesome, be great, be excellent, and I hope you learned something new today. Okay. Be awesome, be great, be excellent, and I'll see you around, my Facebook and YouTube friends. Bye bye.